Doriana Little-Page Bugs jumping for Baylor. Diamond Miller going on for the tip for Maryland.
Masonius controls for Maryland.
As expected, Baylor starting half-court man-to-man defense. Maryland much bigger across the floor at almost every position.
Diamond Miller off the dribble with the right hand. Too many steps.
Well, this is the first start, first action for Caitlin Bickle, who was on the defense on that drive against Maryland. 6'1" senior. She's a good leader for this Baylor team. But she's got the injury on her right hand. As you can see the tape, it will be interesting to see how she can perform offensively today.
Top of the key, Sarah Andrews. Coach Collins said she wants her to be more Batman this year, as opposed to playing Robin last year. Bickle playing her first game since March 6th of 2022 at the Ferrell Center.
A nice drive by Bickle. She wanted to foul, but these officials obviously are going to let them play. Two very aggressive teams out here this afternoon.
Diamond Miller throws it away. Sarah Andrews comes up with the coast-to-coast. Baylor 2-0.
Well, young lady making that bucket and the good defensive steal. Sarah Andrews is a preseason first-team selection in the Big 12 Conference. Maryland, nice job by Little-Page Bugs.
And she showed some bounce there.
Well, she's got some good hops to her, just needs to improve her shooting. She's been rushing her shots. She's transfer from Vanderbilt. Baylor continuing half-court man-to-man defense. Now Abby
Meyers pulls the trigger.
A nice defense by Bickle.
Masonius bangs her way to the hole.
So naturally her reactions are going to be just a little bit off.
One of the captains of this Maryland team. Also one of 10 kids.
Kind of shot attempts against this tough Maryland defense.
Pinzon tries to find the hole, can't do it.
How about that good hands by Jaden Owens defensively?
One of the best on-ball defenders in the country.
Really good transition defense by Maryland. That's obviously a big focus in their game plan. Get back quick against this Baylor team that likes to run.
10 on the shot clock. Andrews finds Bickle, who finishes.
Going to penetrate into the teeth of that Maryland defense. Made the good slip pass to Bickle.
First basket for Baylor in almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, first basket of the year for Caitlin Bickle. Well, she's got a lot of talent, averaging 8 points and 5 rebounds coming into this game.
Back and forth they go. The freshman at the hoop and horn.
Yeah, it's a Final Four type crew.
Wide open three for Jamie Asbury. It's rare she'll make that mistake, but Bickle finishes.
Yeah, KLB, but they're making up for it so far.
Diamond Miller from deep. Wide right.
Nice job by Caitlin Bickle continuing.
Owens will take it. Owens will make it. Bears will have to hurry. Step back. Too short.
Well, Baylor didn't get good ball movement there. You can't keep it in the hands of one player that long and expect a good shot. Nice job by Asbury getting back defensively.
Masonius
good.
Supporting the Bears.
Good job playing outstanding defense as shown by this low-scoring game so far.
Pinzon finds the handle.
Now this young lady was an All-American Conference selection at South Florida last year. Pinzon corralling her. Bickle let her get a step.
Was plagued with a knee injury all last season, and then ended up leaving the game against George Mason and missed the contest against South Carolina. You see the knee brace. That hasn't stopped 4 WNBA scouts from coming tonight, and I don't think it'll stop anybody from pursuing her.
Highly coveted. Baylor obviously can play for the last shot. 10 seconds to go.
Owens directs traffic. Darts to the hole, off the glass, just misses. Little-Page Bugs with the rebound and put back, no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter. We are locked at 12.
Well, Baylor's doing some hard things against that tough Maryland defense. You know, you can see little Paige Buggs, the freshman for Baylor.
I'm going to say that was a free throw. Yeah, that was a foul, rather.
She may get the award for the longest ponytail in college basketball this year, almost down below her shorts.
And she's got 3 rebounds so far today. Now,
she stroked it beautifully. There you go.
That ends a 3-minute and 23-second scoring drought for Baylor and gives them a 1-point advantage. In the face of Sellers, moves the basketball to the wing. Fauntleroy off the mark. Here come the Terps.
That's the spot Fauntleroy hit the 3-point basket to ensure the win over SMU last Tuesday night.
Diamond Miller.
Freshmen especially. Baylor has 2 of them on the court now. Fauntleroy, 22, current Big 12 freshman of the week, and little Paige Buggs, number 5.
You get some energy now.
Now this is Jana Van Geitenbeek on defense for Baylor.
Nice move by Diamond Miller.
Well, that's a
pick and roll. Masonius.
Nice block out by the freshman Bella Fauntleroy that time.
8 minutes left in the second quarter. Pick and roll. Nice move.
Nice pass again by Sarah Andrews.
Meyers pulls the trigger, shooting over 50% on the season.
Baylor's got to do a better job of being in her face. Not good defense then for the Bears.
Van Geitenbeek darts into the forecourt and go to the free throw. Meyers a transfer from the Ivy League. If you had any questions about, hey, can she play big-time college basketball?
Maryland lost that game to South Carolina, did not have Diamond Miller in that contest. Maryland defense has a lot to do with those misses, not many just pure wide open shots.
Little Paige Buggs moves it to Andrews. Little Paige Buggs going to work against the double team.
Oh, great move by Little Paige Buggs. Dropped that right foot and went hard to the backboard.
Lead is 2. Now it's back to Asbury now. Knifes into the lane, off the mark. Shooting woes continue for the Bears. Into the forecourt, Meyers to Penzon.
She is only 1 of 8, and the team is only shooting 23% from the floor, and to only be down by 6 to this outstanding Maryland team, I would say that would bode well if they can start scoring. And how about Janet? That's a big key here with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Great break without.
26-20, Terps lead. The freshman tried to cut into it, too strong.
Well, that's not her shot. Baylor doing much better driving the ball to the basket than they are on perimeter shooting.
The dynamic Diamond Miller to Penzon, underneath to Masonius. Van Geitenbeek looks good coming in off the bench. Clean look at a 3. Just misses.
A good hustle by Buggs there on the long rebound in the corner.
Andrews to Daylight.
Oh, what about that defense there by Abby Meyers? Andrews, preseason first-team All-Big 12 selection.
Free throw line, she's got 5 assists. Finding different ways to contribute. Miller racing into the forecourt.
Well, there was no Asbury at 5'6" to try to defend Diamond Miller at 6'3" by herself. Won't work.
Little Paige Buggs underneath. Player of the year.
Now she's got 8 points and 5 rebounds. The freshman has been the big story here. Got good size, long arms, plays much bigger than 6'1". She was a McDonald's.
And comes up with the loose ball into the forecourt. She finds Andrews for 3. In and out, but Fauntleroy with the follow.
Beautiful job by Fauntleroy.
And a steal by the Bears. Andrews.
Well, Sarah Andrews just cannot. Last Tuesday night here at the Ferrell Center.
Andrews back at the free throw line.
We're seeing here this afternoon. You mentioned it, Pete. 5 assists. Beautiful in that category.
Andrews knifing into the heart of the defense.
Great drive by Andrews. Just does not get the fortunate roll off the glass.
Terps up 6. Fast break.
There's a assignment. She did a nice job of fronting her to prevent the pass.
Diamond Miller. 30 seconds left in the half. Andrews cannot get it to Little Paige Buggs, and here come the Terps in transition again. Sellers. Circus act to the hoop. I mentioned Penzon from Italy. 23 years of age, has played with the national team and
All-Star last year at South Florida, top team in that conference. The national championship in 2006. This Baylor program has won 3 national championships in 05, 12, and 19.
Jaden Owens quickly to the hoop. Draws attention and dishes to Asbury, who goes back to Owens. Big three.
She's made both of them.
And a turnover on the inbound, so Baylor awarded the basketball with a chance to cut this lead to 5, maybe 4.
Well, I can't say enough about how that first basket was made off of a penetrating move into the paint with the kick out.
Andrews off the dribble. Step back, the lead is full. Was on the line, they'll call it a 2. 36-31, Maryland leads. But Baylor making some noise. Andrews trying to make it 4 straight. She does.
Well, after not scoring on kick out attempts, nice job by Jaden Owens.
Asbury still can't find the mark. Little Paige Bug. Ball trickles into the hands of Diamond Miller. Back to Meyers. Quick trigger for her. No good. Rebound. Diamond Miller. And she'll go to the free throw line.
Well, led to the mouthing. She's the leading scorer in the game with 14. The freshman for Baylor has 12. Deficit to only 3 now with 7:14 to go in the third period.
Great atmosphere here today in Waco. Long distance 3 from Andrews. Vita Bella Fauntleroy. And here's Asbury gliding to the hole. Can't make it.
Well, had a good shot. That was a nice drive using that left hand to gain the advantage against the much bigger Maryland lineup.
Diamond Miller to the heart of the Baylor defense. And the freshman, Little Paige Bug, 12 points, 4 of 8. Andrews, step back. Dipsy do!
How about that kiss off? Very explosive. I think she made her mind up at halftime. I'm a better player than this. Let's go prove it on the floor. So far, she is in this third period.
10 points for Andrews in the third. Miller, one-handed pass to Sellers. And she is fouled.
At the line, 12 points and 5 rebounds per game average for the Maryland Terrapins. Terrific move by the junior point guard for Baylor. Offensive help by Maryland, though, on that shot.
Off the dribble. No good for Briggs. Miller. Back for 3. Knocks it down.
Diamond Miller right there showing us why she is so highly regarded by all these WNBA scouts here this afternoon.
20 points for Diamond Miller.
Used to play very, very well. Diamond Miller hit that last shot well covered. She's just a great, great player. Owens now with 6 points in the ball game.
Has that great Andrews.
Now that's too quick.
Fauntleroy's right there, but can't put it back, and Diamond Miller comes away with the rebound and races into the half court.
Well, long shots like that often lead to long rebounds, which leads to easy transition baskets. That's what happened to Baylor that time. Regardless of how hot Sarah Andrews is, that shot was way too quick and enabled Maryland to get the easy basket on the other end.
Lead is 4 off the make from Meyers. Little Paige Bugs off the dribble, off the glass.
How
good.
About that with her left hand.
Ball's batted away. Another turnover. 17th of the afternoon for Maryland. Streaking into the half court is Owens. Finds Asbury, who lifts it to Little Paige Bugs, and it's good.
Wow.
Locked at 46. Diamond Miller trying to stop the bleeding. Gets her own miss and puts it back. Tension here from the Ferrell Center. Andrews can't make too strong. Diamond Miller pulls down yet another rebound. Her 9th on the afternoon. Masonius to the hole.
Transition. Baylor cannot get set quickly enough in those mismatches, and Maryland takes it strong to the glass.
4-point advantage for the Terps. The JUCO transfer. 6-foot junior JUCO transfer from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Makes the first. Playing some big minutes here early in November. Early in the season, I should say, in November. Diamond Miller controls.
Baylor now 10 out of 17 at the free throw line. Maryland 8 out of 10.
Miller dribbles behind her back, launches a three, nothing but the bottom of the net at the...
Kudos to all three of those programs, UConn, Baylor, and Maryland.
So here we are, Baylor trails by 6 in the final frame. Packed house tonight here at the Ferrell Center for this top 20 matchup. Down the wire we go. Step back for Miller. Karam's off the rim.
Nice block out by Baylor that time. Kat Ferreira getting the long rebound.
Van Geitenbeek pushing the tempo. Thought better of it. Pulls it back out. Owens controls left wing.
Now Bickle, remember, has 4 fouls, so let's see how she plays.
Cross-court pass. Van Geitenbeek controls. 5 on the shot clock. Throws it away. Penzan, the transfer from Italy.
How about those quick hands by Ferreira that time for Baylor?
From Italy to Brazil to another turnover.
Well, good idea, but just great defense by Diamond Miller. Is there anything she doesn't do? Got back and covered that long pass just beautifully. Great job by the senior leader from Maryland.
She looks like she's been playing safety for the Redskins.
Yeah.
Penzan to a wide open Meyers.
Well, they expect that out of her. She comes from Princeton. That's their offense.
Owens floats to the rack, absorbs some contact, no call. Here come the Terps. Penzan, wide open three.
They've lost their sharpness that they came out with to start this second half of action. But give Maryland a lot of credit. They have executed beautifully.
Masonius spinning to the basket, picks up her dribble, gets tied up by Fauntleroy, but the ball goes to...
Now Baylor finding themselves in a big hole with 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game.
Bickle, back from injury off the glass. Diamond Miller, she won't take her time. Way too long on that one. Sarah Andrews with the Pistons always pumping into the forecourt.
Well, you see that Maryland defense running to those corners quickly.
Andrews.
Sarah Andrews, Maryland basketball team.
And she is a coach on the floor for the Bears. Her presence out there really helps this team as Asbury takes the inbound. And Bickle pulls the trigger from 15.
Outside shot. Good job of getting it to that free throw line. That's where Bickle's at her best.
Top 20 matchup coming down the stretch. 7-0 run for Baylor over the last 130. Meyers trying to end it and does.
Well, she's just so consistent. She's what you call a true pure shooter. She's got that 6'1" size, enabling her to get that shot just about any time she wants it.
Andrews threads the needle for Bickle. Back to Andrews from long distance. It's good. She answers.
Let's see what Baylor can do now, pulling back within 7. Maryland seems to have the answer each and every time Baylor cuts into that lead. Baylor staying man-to-man the entire game.
Penzan.
Yeah, they're just so long stat sheet there. Maryland with 8 threes, Baylor with 5.
Here comes Andrews off of the Miller miss. Operates in front of her own bench. 4:30 left. Baylor down 9. Owens, tic-tac-toe passing. Bickle to the hole with the left hand. Try to keep the Bears in it.
Both teams playing fine basketball on the offensive end right now. Who can make the stops?
10 points for Caitlin Bickle, back from a hand injury. Diamond Miller, 25 for her. Spinning to the hole, that's her calling card, that spin move.
It's dynamite in all phases of the game.
Jaden Owens, wide open jumper, can't hit it. Gets her own rebound. Finds Andrews, a three, got it.
Good gracious, Sarah, job of sliding her feet. This freshman playing like a senior.
Speaking of senior leaders, Bickle moves it to Owens, elbow. Asbury got it.
Right now, Maryland's just standing in that zone. Baylor's finding all the cracks in that defense.
Bears have hit 5 of their last 6. Miller going to try to stop the bleeding. Blocking foul.
My cap to Caitlin Bickle, her first game of the year, coming in and playing very well.
27 over the course of her last 3 games. Bears will have to move quick.
And Bickle is such a facilitator when she's at the high post.
Andrews from downtown, no good, but she's fouled. Baylor in this game with 22 points has come alive in the second half, but off the mark.
Really tight here in the latter stages of this game.
7 of 9 from the floor in the second half and 4 of 6 for 3. The transfer from Pittsburgh. Myers off the dribble, off the mark. Little Paige Bugs, the skies for the rebound. He gets it to Owens.
Go get the long rebound that time, securing it.
Andrews, 7 of 9 in the second half shooting. Owens, the maestro so far this afternoon for Baylor. Off the glass, too strong, but we got a late whistle.
She can go into double figures if she can make 2 right here. Nice, just north of Dallas.
Oof. Diamond Miller been dazzling this afternoon with 29 points, controls.
Only 2 team fouls for Baylor, so Maryland will not go to the free throw line unless they get fouled on a shot attempt.
Meyers controls. Pump fake to the hole. Too strong, rebound Ferrell.
That time, Ferreira did the good defensive job for Baylor. Nice defensive board. Oh, my.
Darting to the basket was Owens, and we've got a whistle and a turnover.
Well, you can bet they're going to get the ball in the hands of Diamond. There you go. At her size, she's big, strong. They're not going to double team. And if they want to have any hope at all, they'd like to get a desperation steal. If not, they've got a foul on the throw. And you knew there was no doubt where it was going to go.
Looking down at the baseline, there are 5 WNBA scouts here to check out Miller, who's got 29 points, and will head back to the free throw line. Pins on. So Miller, who is fouled, this time she will go to the free throw line. I was thinking about that. It's easier for them to inbound to her. She's got such bounce and length.
If she makes one of these free throws, she's a 30-point scorer in today's game. There you go.
Career high for Diamond Miller.
Yeah, got a double-double. She and the freshman for Baylor, Dariana Little Paige Bugs, both double-doubles.
Plagued by knee issues last season, and she is 100% now.
12 this current time in the season, making the in-pounds pass for Baylor.
Andrews controls. Hard to the hoop.
There you
quickly
go.
They
Very
score.
quickly. Change.
Jaden Owens, hands up defense. Diamond Miller gets the inbounds pass, bigger than right now. Buries the first.
Well, what a great player. We knew it coming in. She's proved it even more here this afternoon.
Diamond Miller, hands up Harry defense. 5.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baylor down 5 on a wing and a prayer. Andrews. And she is stuffed by Sellers, and that'll do it.
Well, great defense by Maryland. You wouldn't expect anything less. Tough situation.